Change is inevitable, yet it often feels like a force beyond our control. Whether it's a job loss, a relationship shift, or an unexpected life event, change can bring with it a sense of fear and uncertainty. But what if we could embrace change instead of resisting it? Buddha's teachings on impermanence offer a pathway to peace amidst life's transitions. As Buddha wisely said, everything that has a beginning has an end. Make your peace with that and all will be well. In this video, we'll explore how understanding impermanence can help us embrace change with calmness, acceptance, and resilience. The reality of impermanence: change is the only constant. Did you know that everything around you, right down to the cells in your body, is constantly changing? According to Buddha, this is the fundamental truth of life. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. Buddha's teachings tell us that nothing in life remains the same. Every moment, every situation, every person is in a constant state of flux. Understanding that impermanence is the very nature of existence allows us to stop fearing change and start accepting it. The fear of change often comes from our attachment to things that we believe are permanent. Our relationships, careers, or even our personal sense of identity. But in reality, everything is in motion, and trying to cling to what is temporary only brings pain. When we understand impermanence, we realize that resistance to change only leads to more suffering. Acceptance of change, on the other hand, brings freedom. By embracing the truth that all things change, we unlock the peace that comes from detaching ourselves from the need for things to stay the same. Buddha's wisdom teaches us that attachment to the past or the future creates suffering. By recognizing that all things are temporary, we can cultivate a peaceful mind that is not disturbed by the inevitable changes in life. When we embrace impermanence, we shift our focus from what we fear losing to appreciating what we have in the present moment. This shift in perspective allows us to face life's changes with grace and courage. Reflect on the areas of your life where you fear change. Recognize that everything in life is fluid, and by embracing that change is inevitable, you can begin to find peace in the present moment. Shift your focus from the fear of loss to appreciating the present. The fear of loss. Why we fear change. Why do we fear change so much? The root of our fear often lies in the concept of loss. We fear losing what we know, what we've built, and what we've come to rely on. Buddha's teachings on impermanence remind us that fear of loss is rooted in attachment. The root of suffering is attachment. When we attach ourselves to things, people, or even ideas, we create expectations that they should never change. However, life doesn't work this way. Our attachment to permanence keeps us stuck in a cycle of fear as we constantly worry about losing the things we hold dear. But Buddha teaches that loss is a natural part of life. We are born, we grow, and eventually we let go. Change, then, is not something to fear, but something to accept as part of the natural order. When we detach from our fears of loss and embrace the transient nature of all things, we begin to experience true peace. When we let go of our attachment to things, we also let go of the anxiety that comes from the fear of losing them. Buddha's wisdom teaches us that loss is not a personal failure, but a natural part of life's cycle. By accepting that everything is temporary, we can move through life's changes with greater ease and less resistance. Identify areas of your life where you feel fear of loss or attachment. Challenge yourself to release your grip on them, acknowledging that change is part of your growth. Practice embracing loss as a natural, necessary part of the journey. Doing so will help you reduce fear and build inner resilience. Letting go of control. The freedom in surrender. How often do we try to control everything in our lives? We plan, we prepare, and we try to predict every outcome. But Buddha's wisdom teaches us that true freedom comes not from controlling life, but from surrendering to its flow. To let go is not to give up, but to accept that there are things that cannot be. This is a key insight into how we can embrace change without fear. When we try to control every aspect of our lives, we become rigid and fearful of what lies beyond our control. The fear of change often arises from this need for certainty and security. However, Buddha teaches us that true peace lies in surrendering to life's natural flow and letting go of the need to control everything. By doing so, we become more adaptable and resilient, able to face change with open arms. Buddha's teachings remind us that life is unpredictable, and resisting change only creates suffering. When we surrender to the flow of life, we free ourselves from the need to control every outcome. We begin to accept whatever comes our way with grace, trusting that we have the strength to handle whatever life brings. Let go of the need to control every outcome in your life. Accept that there will always be uncertainty, and practice surrendering to life's flow. Trust that you have the ability to adapt to whatever comes your way. This practice creates peace and reduces stress, allowing you to embrace change with confidence. Embracing uncertainty. Finding peace in the unknown. The unknown is perhaps one of the most unsettling aspects of change. We fear what we can't predict, what we can't control. Buddha's teachings on uncertainty offer a way to embrace the unknown without fear. The only real failure in life is not to be true to what you believe. Buddha encourages us to trust in our own wisdom and the process of life, knowing that uncertainty is a natural part of existence. Rather than fearing uncertainty, we can learn to embrace it with a sense of openness and curiosity. Life is full of unknowns, but that's also what makes it beautiful. When we let go of the need to know everything and instead embrace the mystery of life, we open ourselves to new possibilities. By accepting uncertainty, we allow ourselves to grow, evolve, and find peace in the present moment, even when we don't have all the answers. Buddha's wisdom teaches us that we can never know everything, and that's perfectly fine. Embracing uncertainty allows us to release the pressure of seeking control and instead to trust in life's unfolding. This shift in mindset allows us to live with a sense of freedom, where change becomes an opportunity, not a threat. Instead of fearing the unknown, practice embracing it with curiosity. Each time you face uncertainty, remind yourself that it's an opportunity for growth. Trust that you have the ability to navigate whatever comes your way and find peace in not knowing. The role of mindfulness. Living in the present. Mindfulness is one of the most powerful tools we have to deal with change. Buddha's teachings on mindfulness encourage us to live fully in the present moment, without dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Mindfulness is the path to the deathless. This wisdom helps us face change with calmness, as we are no longer distracted by thoughts of what has been or what might come. When we practice mindfulness, we learn to be fully present in every moment, no matter what it brings. By focusing on the now, we free ourselves from the stress and anxiety that often accompany change. Mindfulness allows us to approach life with a sense of clarity and awareness, helping us navigate transitions without fear. When we are mindful, we are not consumed by the fear of what's changing, but are able to fully experience the beauty of the present moment. Buddha taught that mindfulness is the key to understanding the impermanent nature of life. By living in the present, we stop clinging to things that are temporary and instead embrace the fluidity of life with grace. Through mindfulness, we can release fear and find peace in change. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine, whether it's through meditation, deep breathing, or simply paying attention to your surroundings. Practice being present in the moment. By doing so, you will reduce fear and anxiety, allowing you to embrace change with more ease and grace. Accepting the impermanence of relationships. One of the most difficult aspects of change is the impermanence of relationships. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, the end of a friendship, or a romantic relationship that no longer serves us, the inevitable changes in our relationships can cause deep pain. However, Buddha's teachings offer solace in these times of transition. Relationships are like clouds. They come and go. The secret is not to cling to them. Buddha reminds us that all relationships, like all things, are impermanent. Instead of resisting or grieving the inevitable shifts, we are encouraged to accept them as part of life's natural flow. This doesn't mean we stop loving or valuing our relationships. It means we stop clinging to them in a way that causes suffering. Acceptance allows us to let go when necessary, while still cherishing the moments we've shared. By practicing acceptance, we come to terms with the transient nature of relationships. We learn to appreciate each moment with others without the fear of losing them. This mindset reduces the pain of separation and enhances our ability to navigate relationship changes with compassion and grace. Practice acceptance when relationships change. Understand that people come and go in our lives and that it's okay to let go when necessary. Cherish the present moments with those you care about and trust that relationships evolve as part of the natural course of life. Embracing life's transitions, a path to inner peace. Every stage of life presents its own set of changes, whether it's aging, career shifts, or changing family dynamics. Buddha's teachings on impermanence offer a framework for embracing these transitions with peace and grace. With every step, we move forward on the path of liberation. Change is our teacher. Embracing life's transitions means accepting the flow of life without resistance, trusting that every change brings new opportunities for growth and self-awareness. Rather than fearing these transitions, we can learn to welcome them with open hearts, knowing they are part of our natural evolution. Buddha taught that life is a process of becoming. By accepting change and embracing the lessons it brings, we can cultivate inner peace and resilience, navigating each stage of life with confidence and grace. As you face life's transitions, practice viewing them as opportunities for growth. Instead of resisting the changes, welcome them with mindfulness and an open heart. Trust that each new chapter brings with it valuable lessons that contribute to your personal growth and peace. Buddha's teachings on impermanence guide us to embrace change, not with fear, but with acceptance and peace. By cultivating mindfulness, letting go of attachment, and trusting in the natural flow of life, we can navigate any transition with grace. Change is not something to fear. It is the essence of life itself. If you found these teachings helpful, subscribe to Monk Mindset for more insights on embracing life's impermanence and living with peace and clarity.